Twitch is twitching.
YouTube's doing what
You've
what is it? What's a good verb for YouTubing?
tubing.
Tubing?
Just tubing.
Just tubing.
Just tubing.
Ah, man, we got all the
Tubing.
U's in the tubes.
Get in the tube, you.
Get in the tube if you want to live. I don't know, man. That sounds like a big threat. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is Saturday night, so it's time to do a little bit of Linux game casting, which we cannot. We're not allowed to tell you what the verb for Linux game casting is.
We're not.
See? Told you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just gonna have to live in ignorance forever.
You gotta look on the Castopedia.
You gotta look at the shadows cast on the wall of the cave. Don't go outside. There's nothing there but awfulness. Only nice warm Linux game cast inside.
It's like green penis.
Country goodness and green penis.
All right. There we go. A little bit of social media. We've done the things, and we were talking about Mario hats in the pre super shows.
Yahoo!
Still to this day, I've never played Mario 64 more than just like moving around for just a hot minute. I want to do that. And Nintendo's like, hey man, we're going to release USB controllers, and Linux is like, we're going to support that. And Nintendo's like, these things are like $60. I'm like, I don't know about that, man.
Yeah, that only work with an internet connection unless you're on Linux.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they only work with Nintendo Switch Online, but now Linux has kernel level drivers for them. So, yeah.
Yeah. That's cool, man. There's so many devices like that, right? With Linux that just now only work on Linux these days. Never give peace a chance, man.
Speaking of controllers, I'm totally jelly of once Handy Martin's acquisition of the Saturn Pro controller.
I will say though, this motherfucker never got like proper Linux support, and that always made me sad. I didn't even buy it to cheat in video games. I just wanted like the event Pokemon, and like oh yeah, if you go to Australia in 2008, you can get this Pokemon. I was like,
You get a time machine and a plane ticket to Australia.
What is that?
It's basically a Game Shark for Nintendo DS's games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Does it not work like the DS emulator? Or?
Well, the DS emulator has like that stuff built in, right? So you can you don't need a piece of hardware for it.
Okay. I can see that. All right, makes sense.
This is if you want to fuck with the actual cartridges.
You can't do that, man. That's cheating. That's illegal.
I know.
What do we got tonight? We're going to talk about Steam snaps.
Oh, it snapped. It snapped so much, even Valve themselves felt like they had to say something about it.
Some freaky beatniks are trying to like hipster up our Steam on Linux.
Well, now I'm trying to think of like what type of thumbnail I could make out of that bullshit. Oh man, yeah, beatnik.
Yeah. We tried doing nothing, man. That didn't. Now we're out of ideas.
Like poor Nick's just curled up in a ball. He's like, no, man. I'm playing pop-out chat Tetris right now. How do people like only manage to work with 3 monitors? Like
3 monitors are plenty for me. Yeah.
I need a 4th. What I need is like, it doesn't exist though. You cannot get an ultra wide that's not curved anymore.
I mean, like, I think at a certain point the real solution is to get like a VR headset and just do like the digital monitor, like virtual monitors.
The theater mode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once the resolution gets to the point, that's where we're going to be living that lifestyle. I get it. Like, I understand. Like, you know, and when we're in the home, that's how we're going to be rocking it. But,
yeah, in our rocking chairs, literally.
Yeah. But that does nothing for me right now. Nothing for me right now. And like I wouldn't mind like one of those like WXQHDL 30 whatever ultra wides that has like 2 inputs where you can just do monitor here, or one big monitor real easy.
Yeah, DisplayPort daisy chaining isn't like a super common monitor feature these days either, which is kind of bullshit.
You remember Dual Link DVI?
Yeah.
Double barreled that sucker.
Yep. Dongle.
And it almost worked too. Like they were almost in sync when you were scrolling. I was like, they're good now. Then DisplayPort, then everybody's like, hey, we're only going to use DisplayPort on computers because we're going to use HDMI everywhere else. And AMD's like, we're not going to let that work under Linux. Ha.
Yeah, fuck you. Pay for some firmware.
That is a problem right now with modern AMD cards is you can't do the, 4K 120?
Yeah, and VRR over HDMI as well, I think.
And the solution to that, apparently, according to Reddit, is to call HDMI stupid.
Honestly, like, though, why haven't we seen, like, USB Type-C TVs?
Because HDMI has done the good enough thing.
I guess.
Yeah, like it drives me up the wall at HDMI one, because the superior thing to use is not HDMI, it's not DisplayPort, it's SDI. We have 12G SDI, like, curb stompinates HDMI in every possible way.
But how do you implement copy protection? Because HDMI has HDCP.
We need encryption on your HDMI cables because some people are tapping it. People are using T modules to drill in your monitor cables.
That was the one thing I spent the longest time figuring out how to do on the PS4, because getting Linux up and running on it was really easy.
Yeah.
Turning off HDCP so it would work via the capture card, that was the hard bit. That required some finagling and turning it off and on and holding buttons down for a little while and then double tapping the button to get it into debug mode. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, man. It's kind of wild that HDMI won out, but like I said, I mean, it just has fallen into like the good enough territory where, I mean, it's omnipresent, but like stripping that shit out is like having the argument of like, well, the DHCP and copy protection. I'm like, go look for an HDMI splitter. The ones that do that have a warning on them. Like, warning, this does not strip out the copy protection. And the ones without that will just automatically do it. Like even like super cheap ones.
I don't know about the PS3, but yeah, no, the PS4, I went through several Reddit posts of people saying, do like this, do like this, do like this. And it's like, I'm on a slightly newer firmware version, so those options aren't there anymore.
Run it through a splitter, man. You're done.
What's the gamer move?
All right. Guys, about ready? We've got about 2 minutes for go time.
I'll pee now.
I'll grab a beverage.
Gotta watch out for beverages.
Beverage.
I got all my drinks. I'm gonna stay hydrated. As hydrated as I get. 1, 2, 3, 4. I gotta finish this restream thing. How's everybody doing, man? We got a good weekend going on? Or week? It's Saturday, isn't it? This week just like disappeared for me, man. I've been busy all week. Nothing crazy happening. Tonight we are going to be talking about the Steamy Snap stuff. Then a video game of not what you think it's going to be. We got some security updates for some Steam games. curious ones. There's a new version of Lupus out that does a couple of neat things. And of course, no Linux gaming podcast could ever be complete without talking about nanosleep. Didn't mean for that to rhyme, but you're going to have to deal with it. How's that going to show up? Okay, that works. Weird file name, though. Huh. That's what we were talking about earlier, Joe. Today has not gotten above freezing. It got up to -0 today. And the downside to that is no snow or anything, man. Like, I don't mind the cold, but give me something to go play with outside if I'm cold, right? Let me build a snowman. They weren't having it. They, the people who control the weather. And, yeah, I guess we get the epic thing too at the end, don't we? Yeah. All right. That's going to work out. Debugging. And cool. I think we got everything together. Should be good. I'm going to call that a tie.
Ah.
Nope. I'm going to decisive ruling on the field, Pedro 1. If they show up at the same time, it's first one with headphones.
I've knocked my screwdrivers over.
Why do you have screwdrivers? Laptop?
Because laptop. I'm putting them all in the wrong fucking place. Whatever. I don't care. Okay, yeah. There's one missing, and that's because that's in the screwdriver, which is fucking here. Okay.
How many bits did you need to take apart a laptop?
Not one, but like the kit comes with like all of them.
Yeah. Oh, you knocked that over.
Yeah, and I pounded the one side, and they all went flying.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Which is why I appreciate the iFixit ones, because they're stuck in there. There's the foam around it, so they don't fly off.
They're magnetic, but it's like a light enough magnet that it keeps them in place, but not light enough that you gotta like struggle to take them out. So
See, that's what you'd want and need. You want like neodymium magnets, so like even if it falls off, there's a chance it'll just get sucked back up.
Yeah. Well,
with you
I
in
can't
between it.
disassemble this thing because I can't like.
Yeah.
The magnet on the back of my phone broke. I needed to get a new case, and now I need to get a new magnet for it.
What do you use the magnet on the back of your phone for?
To stick it on things.
Just like vandalism. Yeah. You're like, click, aha. You run off giggling.
Honestly, like I stick it on the side of the fridge when I need a timer. I stick it on the side of my power rack when I'm doing like lifting, and I don't want it in my pocket so it won't get smashed up. There's what do you call it?
You stick it on like a mechanical hard drive when it gets a little sassy. You're like, huh?
Yeah. There's a metal strip just behind my washing machine, or just in front of my washing machine, so I can take my phone out of my pocket, stick it on the wall, and take my pants off and put it in the wash. Like, it's convenient. I miss not having it, and I find myself sticking my phone onto things that it would have otherwise stuck to, and I'm like, hold on, don't drop it. There's not a magnet on the back of it anymore. Honestly,
I only use the magnet for the car, so I can have it on. Like,
yeah, but I mean that's my point. They're like, there's enough metal shit around the house, and like, oh, if I don't, it's like if I ever went to space, I would be one of those astronauts who would just leave shit floating around them and just forget that gravity exists when I come back down to Earth. See,
that's gonna be the real problem, dude. Like when we get out there, man, because you imagine how fucking hoarders did.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's just solid, man. You gotta like...
Yeah,
just hundreds of little things floating around, man.
Well, the bit from The Expanse where, like, you don't secure the shit during the fight, and, like, Amos keeps getting hit in the balls with a drill, because it just keeps, like, flying, and, like, tools and shit keep hitting him. Apparently, and this was in the take they kept for the show. He got nailed like right in the dick with one of those wrenches.
That'll do it, man. That'll mess your day up.
Yeah, right.
Right.
But it sells the scene, right? Yeah, that's the real look of pain on the guy's face. Yeah. Suffer for your art.
Hey, bud. How you doing?
It's only about 16 minutes. It's fine.
I'd say about 15 minutes. If it shows up in the first 15 minutes, I'm like, all right, that's progress. All right. I think we are pretty much locked and loaded, ready to go to...
The song makes me want to like stick a pacifier in my mouth and wave a bunch of glow sticks around. I don't know why.
I mean, you said the same thing about Bulls on Parade, so...
That's for a very different reason.
Speaking of glow sticks, I saw someone post the Hatsune Miku video in Discord this week. I was like, oh, hello.
Glow sticks?
Yeah, it's the live show of the holographic Hatsune Miku, and everyone in the audience has glow sticks.
Oh, okay.
I like the one with the holographic Joaquin from Sabaton, and it's just like creepy.
Isn't that a Baby Metal song?
I'm pretty sure it is, yeah.
Probably.
I put this on upside down. What the fuck?
I don't know, man. Listen, I wasn't going to say anything. Nature takes its course, man.
I thought I turned it inside out, but I was wrong.
Okay. This is the frustrating thing, though, dude. Like, when you put something on inside out correctly, but you're, like, all the way zipped up, you're like, oh, Jesus, hell, man. Then you gotta...
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Run into that. Or if it's a t-shirt, then you gotta have the moral debate. I'm like, do I turn this thing around? Can I live with this? All right, everybody. We're gonna go ahead and get underway tonight. 1, 2, 3, and 4 locked and loaded. Hoping things we're gonna warm up in the studio.
That's why I have the sweater. I'm cold.
It's not cold, man. Like, it'll get by the end of the show, it'll be toasty as fuck in here, but
It's minus 25 outside. It's cold enough.
I gotta play that game though, man. If I heat this up, then by the end of the show it'll be like 30°C, 35°C in here, and I'm like, I'd rather be cold than warm. Oop. There we go. Let me scooch back over here. Okay, so that should be good. Yeah. All right. Boop. Further? The wrong way? All right.
I don't know.
Bold.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Whatever. All right. Should be good. And welcome back to another Linux Gamecast Weekly. The show covers the latest Linux gaming news, reviews, how-tos, and most importantly, whatever the hell else we come up with. And then joined every week by Jordan Svong and one Pedro Mateus, and together with you, Shot Realm Dynamic, joining us live on Twitch and the YouTubes. Yes, helping us.
Not Facebook.
Cocaine, Ultron, dude. Facebook. I completely understand why no one uses, why they get rid of, like, they tried to do the whole Facebook gaming thing. They're like, you keep 100% of the revenue. And I'm like, that's such a great deal. Why aren't people jumping on it? And I just didn't survive like third contact with that interface. I mean, again, it's worse than YouTube's for going live, which is impressive because YouTube going live is okay. Jordan and Pedro can probably attest to this. I think the most upsetting thing about going live on YouTube is it used to just be click go live and it would work.
Mm-hmm.
You could just punch in like, hey, this is going to be AM live, whatever, done, forget about it. Now you got to start up Studio, get everything going, punch it in, make sure it saves, flip the bits, then maybe it goes live, maybe it doesn't. Oh, man. We got a show for you. We're going to be talking about snaps in a minute, but I want to pick your brain because I want to know how something sits with people, the youths, the people under the age of 30. We're all familiar. Both of you know when I say $5 milkshake, right?
Yeah.
What I'm talking about. Pulp Fiction. When did that come out? 93, 95, somewhere in there?
Something like that. I was very young.
At the time,
early 90s.
at the time, $5 milkshake was absurd. Enough to be a bit in a movie. And I want to know, has that carried to modern day when somebody says $5 milkshake? Because when you think about it, if somebody gave me $5 and I'm at Starbucks and like, hey, go get me a orange mocha frappuccino 9000 with some ice in it, and I'm like, well, $5? Like,
No, that will get you a basic black coffee at Starbucks. So yeah, it doesn't really translate. Like a medium milkshake at McDonald's these days is about $500, or not $500.
Jeez, Canada, man.
Inflation is out of control. $5. Ah.
Yeah.
You really want that
At
milkshake, don't
McDonald's,
you?
could get a milkshake for $5. Yeah.
So yeah, if you're under 30, like leave a comment on the video or like write in. I'm like seriously curious, like what is the equivalent of the for your generation, the $5 milkshake?
Just eating out in general.
Yeah. What's that?
I had something
you want
that wasn't
dinner
rice
for
and
2
beans.
people? Order out. That'll be £30, please.
Well, it's not how much stuff costs. It's the implying that like I want to know what a $5 milkshake tastes like. That's the whole point of something being, there's a regular milkshake at the time. Now today it'd be easy enough just to fudge with the numbers, right? And be like, okay, there's a $40 milkshake. I'm like, okay, now I want to see what a $40. That's what we're gonna get because the whole point.
Okay. So that reminds me. I was talking with someone in my D&D group about this. Apparently, there's this baker in New York, and they make like this mini croissant cereal, and it's like $500 a box or some shit. But like each piece is like handmade and like they're like itty bitty croissants, and the people who have tried it have said like it's very, very good. So yeah, like one of those things where it's like, artisanal handmade hipster shit. You're like, I gotta see if it's, at some point if given the opportunity, like, I don't know, I would pay $50 to go in on like a box of the cereal just to like see what it tastes like, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, like that's give it a curiosity fuck. Is it worth the money?
Right. I didn't just throw this out for fun. I got this, ladies and gentlemen. This is over on the Interfacing Linux forums. If you're ever curious about the stuff that shows up, this is a thread called
I saw pink
projects.
plastic and I thought meat, and I'm like, why did Ben buy a bunch of ground beef?
We're gonna zoom in and enhance. When we zoom in and enhance, we see a name you might know, Magewell. This is a USB capture HDMI Gen 2. Now, if you Google that, you'll understand why I want to see what a $5 milkshake tastes like. Okay. Because I think this thing's right around $400. Retail?
I remember Magewell having issues with Linux compatibility.
Wasn't it like the Threadripper motherboards that didn't like some shit about, or was that Black Magic? Yeah.
No, my $900 Magewell card works.
Okay.
That was like the whole thing, man. Yeah, this is I didn't buy it new, but I've always been curious because these things were always ludicrous in price. And that's just a block of milled metal too, man. Like there's no plastic on this. I don't want to tear it apart. Jordan's using it right now.
I am.
For your return video. Get it plugged in. And yeah, it works out. I mean, it should work out of the box, but I'm curious to do like A-B comparison to like, let's say an EVGA XR1 Lite, which costs $60. Like, what do you get? And we're going to be finding that out in the upcoming
Does it come with some bourbon?
Probably.
Yeah, if you bought it new, there's just like a little flask in there with just like bourbon in it. Yeah.
It's Magewell. Magewell comes like, that's what it comes with. It's like, here's a blue cable. Have fun. So yeah, we're going to find out what this Magewell milkshake tastes like. Pedro Mateus, anything new going on with you other than staying warm and collecting your Dark Souls 2 dolls?
I have no new Dark Souls 2 dolls, unfortunately. I wouldn't be opposed to.
Man, I want to see like Pedro do a remake of that scene with like the Dark Souls 2 thing and like maybe an Elden Ring figure. Remember that bit from Spaceballs where Dark Helmet's playing with his dolls? I want just smash cut to Pedro, just like, I love you, Rennie the Witch. I love you, Lord of Embers.
Maybe one day. No, I've actually gone back to New World. Remember the video game that burned GPU?
How's your computer doing?
Very well. It can't. The 6700 can't do 144 FPS at 2560 by 1440, even on high, not even very high. So I just lock it at 60, and it's fine. It uses like 70% of the GPU, and it works really well. I remember I was one of the first people to actually play that game on Linux because you had to do some fuckery to get the EAC bits working properly. So I was hitting a lot of and now you're frozen for like 3 seconds while we gather all the shaders of the thing that just happened in front of you, and then the game resumes. So I kind of stopped playing the game at that point because it's like, no, I'm just not gonna. So I've gone I started a new character because I didn't remember anything, and I like that game. The combat's still very much an MMO style of combat, which everything is fucking spongy, but the rest of the game is actually pretty nice, and it looks really nice.
Jordan, when you're taking a break not buying Mario hats, you ever run across any laptops?
No.
Okay. What's the horse up to then?
Then the horse is I mean I installed a fresh copy of Debian 12 on the horse. It took me a while to find that USB port because it's well hidden. Don't ask me where it is now. It's the Steam
Oh my god, it's a snap. Yeah. So if you're into the Linuxy gaming news at all, and during the week you probably saw this because it was just about everywhere, Timo from Valve made a bit of a plea to people. We've been seeing an increasing number of bug reports or issues caused by Canonical's repackaging of the Steam client through Snap. The best way to install Steam on Debian and derivative operating systems is to follow the instructions at their GitHub and use the official deb. We're not involved with the Snap repackaging. It has a lot of issues. If you don't want the deb, please at least consider the flatpak version. So there you go. From the horse's mouth, as it were, to say, don't use the snaps.
Yeah, Timo and I implore you. I mean, I personally would just like you, dear viewer, to not use snaps in general. But in this case, it's due to it not being officially supported, and these issues aren't really Valve's problem.
It's the whole Snap thing. Canonical have been forcing their technologies down people's throats, and replacing debs with meta packages that install the snaps. Firefox. That is something that I genuinely expected would cause a lot more furore than it seems to, because people seem to just, okay, fine, snaps are a thing, we'll deal with. But this is the Linux community. Where's the Linux community that I remember that Systemd was the fucking devil and Pulse Audio generated almost 2 decades worth of jokes about audio not working on Linux?
Systemd is still the devil. You will still see people in threads fighting that fight.
Oh, they will, man. But I mean, they're like the the flat earthers at this point. They're like, come on, man.
Come on,
where's
grandma,
that
drink your
Linux
soup.
community now that there's actually genuine concern from the people developing the software saying, please don't use snaps?
I'll tell you what, man. We're just like, we ain't got time for this bullshit drama, man. Like the second, dude, I've been harping against containerization for desktop applications since Genesis, Flatpak, snaps, whatever. I'm like, it don't make sense to me and all that shit. But you know what? I got shit to do now. I can't sit around and argue on forums and fight against people like, but what about this particular use case? I'm like, whatever, man. You do you. And you know what? Valve's cool with you doing you. But what they want you to do is go file those fucking bugs over at Canonical's little bug tracker. And if Canonical decides that, hey, this is a problem with Steam, then head over to GitHub.
Yeah. And and their recommendation to use Flatpak is basically just because Pressure Vessel already uses a bunch of the same core technologies.
They don't
so at least
recommend
they've
using
confirmed-
flatback. Tim does not recommend using flatback.
Well,
he
they
freaking
say-
says
they
if
say
you're if you're going
use
to
it-
apply cancer to the situation, pick the good type of cancer, which is flatback.
Right. But that doesn't stop the fact that Pressure Vessel does use a lot of the same core technologies that Flatpak does, which is why it probably works a little better.
Yeah, but it's also like, hey, let's do something that's already containerized and put more containerized on it.
I'm sorry, this sounds a lot like arguing in forums to me. Oh, that way didn't start with that.
Except we're live on the internet, unless you're listening to the pre-recorded version, at which point, fuck you.
No, I just want to see what forms look like in Jordan's head now.
Oh, they look magical. It's like a rainbow land of like evil cows and just evil cows.
That answers a lot of questions. Moving on to one new game for this one.
Oh, are you sure it's not a hentai game? It's I don't know. A Hork's Bride. Yeah, not Hork's Bride. Orc's Bride. I mean, look at this video. If you're watching the YouTube or the produced video version, there are people just like dancing and doing roundhouse kicks in the background for no reason. This
looks not like an online forum, Jordan.
It does.
It does. I mean, it's a visual representation of what happens in forums.
It kind of looks like Second Life, honestly. But yeah, it has very much that UE5 like homemade asset store or whatever. Baby's first game thing. You're fighting the concept of arranged marriage because you're a lady who's supposed to marry these orcs, and you're like, no, I don't want to marry orcs. I want to beat people with a baseball bat. And the people have take exception to that. You can do suplexes apparently. I don't know. This is a hentai game, right? Like. I keep expecting there to be nudity every time it cuts to not baseball bat, but like it's not.
I'm with you in that it uses the porn game assets. It does. And it has very much a porn game name, Orc's Bride. But it doesn't seem to be a porn game. It seems to be genuine beat 'em up type of situation done with stock asset, and it just happens to be the porn.
You say that about everything with handsome orcs on it, Pedro. I mean...
that orc is pretty chatty, despite the fact that they just like went into Photoshop and made it green.
Just make it green. There, it's an orc.
So what are we looking at? This thing's $4.99 mixed reviews, 14 reviews. Though you get down here at the bottom.
Sexual mature content. So is it porn?
It may at one point have.
There may be porn. There's one review as not recommended, and it's product received for free, which is kind of a double stab right there, man. A bad sign when your freebie that you've handed out, they come back and you're like, I didn't really like it all that much. But apparently there's some issues according to this review, like if you hit the wrong button on your gamepad, it exits the game.
That's just the close button.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's there for convenience. That's not a bug.
Yeah.
And go back and watch the video. Check the show notes over at Linux Gamecast. It has all the love and attention to detail that we've come to know and expect from horny games, which is saying not much. Then again, go look at the updates for this. Go look at the updates. This doesn't strike me as some faceless whoever trying to do a cash grab. Reading through the game updates, which this game is being regularly updated, reads like somebody trying to figure out how to make a video game.
Yeah,
and they just happen to pick the porny assets to do it.
I like you gotta start somewhere. There's a lot of famous like filmmakers who started off doing porn. But yeah, and I mean like as they keeping the updates going, it's not like egregiously priced. It's not like Steven sausage roll levels of pricing.
No, again, but this should be an early access.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, and I don't know. Maybe I look forward to Orc's Bride 2, Bride's Revenge, where it's like not Uma Thurman, and you got to fight Orc Bill.
Dude, like I kind of want to sit. If this was an early access, I'd buy a copy just to support because we need brawler games, man. Like,
and that was the thing that stood out to me the most. Is like we don't get 3D brawlers on Linux at all.
We had that at Onomatopoeia.
Yeah,
Gates of Huge Memories. That was it.
That was about it.
And, I know because I'm a huge fan of that genre, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I'll take this. I'm happy with it, and like that was it at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 updates from Steam this week. The first one is terribly mysterious,
verbose, positively verbose. That one
so spooky. This is an update for Left 4 Dead 2. It comes across my feed, and I'm like, all right, Valve, what are you doing to Left 4 Dead 2? Well, let me tell you, Vin, we fixed several vulnerabilities and exploits reported via HackerOne. I'm like, oh, you have? Well, then let's go over to HackerOne and find out what these are and put them in the show notes. Not that.
So I mean, well, it's fixed. We don't know what it is, but it is.
Trust
that's
us, bro. Right.
Responsible disclosure means we'll probably see it in a couple of months, maybe.
Maybe, or maybe Valve will hope we just forgot about it.
I don't know. I went digging around for this like a little bit. I genuinely did. I was like, was this like, because I remember reading, I don't know if it was like Team Fortress 2, if it was Portal or whatever, but a couple of months ago, I remember reading about, people like submitting bugs to Valve and like, yo, be a HackerOne. And they're like, they're not like responding to these at all. Like, what do we do? Like, maybe they got close. So I went to HackerOne and like sorted through Valve's little thing, and like there was nothing recent. So
if I had to guess, if they like pushed out something, it's probably some remote code injection where you can like fake that you're a request from the server and you're able to like execute some code on the host system.
Mm.
That would be my best guess, or something that would enable that. Or yeah.
Usually when I find something like that with Left 4 Dead or Team Fortress 2, there's a modder community of bulletin board system that I go and like check, because they're usually quick on it, because when they change stuff like that, it messes with hooks that they're throwing into the game to mod stuff. And like, I didn't even see anything over there. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I guess I'll just sit back and just have to go back to playing Team Fortress 2.
Well, you got your penguin thing from back when it first came out, right?
Yeah, we do, man. Okay. Let me give you a little history lesson,
You installed it in a VirtualBox to get your penguin?
This really happened when we first got Team Fortress 2 on Linux. We got a little belt thing that you clipped on, and it was a little penguin bouncing behind you. People really like collecting things. And the most like false valor type thing that you could throw in video gaming was downloading, what was it, Pedro? It was like it was a self-contained
exe that you just ran it, and it would set up VirtualBox running Ubuntu. It would install Steam. It would launch Team Fortress 2. It wouldn't work successfully, but Steam would detect that you launched Team Fortress 2 on Linux, and you'd get the penguin. That's it. That's all it did.
Jordan, would you ever jump through any type of hoop like that to get a digital dongle?
Maybe. Generally,
Hang
no.
on.
But
okay.
but there might be one.
I retract that, because you just got done telling me about Australian Pokemon.
Yes.
Like,
and getting the cheaty tool to get the Pokemons.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, like I as a rule of thumb, no, but like I'm not going to hold hard and fast to that.
The reason we're going to bring up Team Fortress 2 is not because it's still being played. No.
By humans, at least.
There's a new test branch for x64 Linux, and that's kind of wild. It's kind of weird. I guess it's kind of neat. Also, I guess, question mark. You've heard it here first. This guarantees that we're finally getting a 64-bit Steam client. 100%. Don't let anybody tell you different, because I'd probably be correct. And look on the bright side, gentlemen. The bots no longer have to worry about running out of memory when they're playing against each other.
Oh, they were still running on LPA servers anyways. But now the bots can have more than 4 gigs of RAM a bot.
Can we get some, like, 64 bits a thing, all right? That's cool. That'd be neat. None of us play Team Fortress 2. Like, I played Team Fortress 2 when I was Quake World back in the day. But with this right now, can we just get some native Vulkan rendering for this stuff while you're, like, messing around with code base instead of the...
I mean, at this point,
Google?
It's just... D9VK now. They have, that's what CS2 is using. D9VK native. Yeah. They don't need toggle anymore. They have the good shit now.
Yeah, they have the actual Vulkan conversion thing. But
can we just get some straight Vulkan though?
The thing that surprised me was 95,000 people in game right now.
Are they bots though? Are they Cylons or are they humans?
That's a much bigger number than I expected, considering everyone's saying, Team Fortress 2 is dead, and Team Fortress 2 this, and Team Fortress 2 that.
Well, I mean,
like
Pedro Mateus, this is what happens when you get your news off Reddit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, gaming community stabilized. Yes, you get like the extreme. We're gonna see the same thing with Lethal Company in like what 4 months less, where it's gonna stabilize down to like the people who are like into Lethal Company,
The core 90,000.
yeah, and the rest of them are gonna move on to Pal World, and then the next thing after that, and the next thing after that. So
I don't know. We're gonna get that 64-bit client. I don't care though, long as like Steam just works, man. I'm good. I'm not like stressing out one way or the other. Like this going 64-bit, and again, I don't play the game. If like drop us a comment, like if you have like, oh no, this will fix X, because I don't know what X is right now.
Yeah, although, the conspiracy theorist in me is going, well, last week they shut down that Source 2 conversion, so maybe that 64-bit branch also includes some new engine bits, which would make sense. I don't know if they're going to put in that much work for it, but it would make sense.
Maybe this is how we're going to get Team Fortress 3. It was
Tree.
CS. Yeah, Team Fortress 3, where you play as trees. And you just stand around and do nothing, and then bots cut you down.
Well, I was going to say Navi,
Valve
but
can't count the 3.
we could be like the Navi and the trees, but then that was going to come out as Wasabi. Now I want where we play Sentient Wasabi fighting trees. I don't know how it's going to work out, but we're going to do it. We're going to make it a thing. It's going to be a real boy.
I mean, now I want wasabi fries, but I also don't want my penis to get cut off, so I don't know. Moving on.
What type of forums are you on?
That's some radical horseradish you're on there.
Yeah. Listen. You gotta load the dick ship up with the dicks so we can go back to our home planet. That's all I'm saying.
Radical horseradish indeed. That's going to sort of wrap us up for this steamy stuff. Kind of a light week this week, but we got the big topics to talk about, and here it is. This is
the big one.
Yes.
Wine 9.0. Usually Wine, they do the big point releases when there's significant enough progress for any one thing, and this one is WoW 64, specifically the Windows WoW 64 implementation, which means that you could be running an entirely 64-bit operating system and still have 32-bit support inside that Wine prefix, which if you're a Mac user and you have one of those fancy new 64-bit only M2 or M1 Macs, this will very much mean that you get to play your video games, especially the older 32-bit ones, that much more easily. And of course, it also makes it makes an x64 Linux very, very interesting. They've also added the native Wayland rendering, which basically Wine, as it currently stands, it still runs everything through X Wayland, but having proper Wayland, native Wayland support, it's very relevant in the age of handheld gaming consoles using Gamescope and Proton. Same day.
Yeah, and I think it's gotten to the point now, because it's been in that Collabora branch forever. It's at the point where it needs to get out into the wild and start encountering some real examples. But yeah, that WoW 64 thing, that also marks the completion of their PE conversion project, which moves all of their core functionality into PE executables, which is really good for Anti-Cheat, because it makes sure that all of the system components show up as like Windows executables and not weird memory maps of shit. Yeah, the 64-bit stuff is also really nice. You do get some reduced performance in some cases because it's not fully implemented. It's still experimental. You do got to turn it on. But in pure 64-bit environments for like the M series Macs, yeah, you don't have to run like Box 86 anymore. You can just run Box 64 and it should theoretically work. That's huge, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Well, like even on Linux, man, I mean, it's a good, anything that prevents me from having to enable the 32-bit architecture.
Mm-hmm.
It is very much removing an entire wall of people having to account for this, the 32-bit multi-lib support. You don't have to deal with that if you're just playing Proton games. Of course, you still need to worry about that if you're playing native games outside of Steam.
Even outside of games, man. Video I'm working on right now. That was one of the steps. Like, hey, make sure you got this enabled because you're going to need your 386 libs for some audio plugins. And but yeah, it's good to see the Wayland driver, like Jordan said, out in the wild. But they're very clear, like this thing technically exists.
And they've also improved Direct Show and MPEG for MPEG-1 and WMV encoded stuff. So games that make use of the old WMV or MPEG-1, those cutscenes will probably work out of the box without having to fuck around with MF flat. That's very good.
So I like how you even, that's not even an option. I'm too dead inside Pedro Mateus. I'm like, well, I guess I'm not seeing that cutscene. I'm sure something's supposed to be playing right now.
That was the reason to run GE for a while, because it had a lot of the MF plot stuff in there. But again, like with the PE conversion, with this stuff, like there's a lot of multi-year projects that have kind of come to a head here. It's a pretty substantial release for 9.0. So
I remember the first time I was running Proton GE with some game that I played forever, and I scared the snot out of me because I didn't realize it had a video intro.
It just started working.
Yeah, I had the headphones cut up for that, title screen music, just waited. I thought I was just loading. I was playing something. I'm like, what the hell's this? It was good times. ARM support is still really big. I mean, because we've talked about the FAC simulator, FEX, a couple of times, and it's going to be so fun. It's just 10 more years, then we'll have a good desktop ARM billion core.
Yeah.
Well,
and it's going to be great because you can just plug in new compute modules. Like, I need more CPU. Okay, here's like...
Shut your whore mouth, man. Dude, can you imagine that? Yeah, like how many expansion?
Yeah. Well, see that's where they get you. This is the coalescence of like the one PCIe slot on all the motherboards now. They're trying to get us used to this shit.
How about this? What if you have, geez, man, how deep do we want to get? Okay, so we have whatever passes for PCI Express at the time. Yeah. PCI Express 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Somebody's going to make an x86 accelerator card with like an old AM4 on it.
Oh, yeah. You just drop your CPU, your old legacy CPUs in there if you need the actual hardware acceleration to run the... Yeah.
Man, it runs native.
I mean, that shit has existed in the other way around, right?
Yeah.
So,
weird moon future, man. It's crazy.
I will say I'm running not like on anything actively, but I was working on a video for like audio plugins this week, running them with Wine, and I used Wine 9.0 RC whatever from Wine Staging, and no problems. And it did, in fact, because I went on Debian, it's Wine 8. And a lot of stuff started working in Wine 9 as soon as I kicked that over. That's why I went ahead and decided to do it for the video, because I was A/B testing that, and I'm like, yes, it's worth your while to go ahead and switch over to all the instructions for that. It's on winehq.org, for your Fedora, Debian, Arch, it's all there. Use it. Also learn how to hold packages, because once you find a good Wine Staging, it works, you want to hold on to it. Lock that thing down.
Well, speaking of, Lutris just added a similar feature like that. So we're going to talk about the new Lutris that's been out 0.5.15. The system tab in preferences has more information and way less brown, according to this. That was the one note that stuck out to me. But there's been a lot of progress on HDPI support for Wayland. I know Strider has been pulling his hair out trying to deal with like random crashes with high DPI displays with Wayland and mice and stuff. The uninstall scripts will now completely remove all game files. It won't leave your saves and stuff. And now, as Ben mentioned, you can pin your version of Wine to a per game version now, although you're not going to get any support because they push out the fixes through the Lutris Wine. So yeah, if you find something you like, you better hope it stays working.
Yeah, and if you have a game that only works with a specific Wine version, Need for Speed World, it's good to have that option to like, okay, no, this version works. It has to use an older DXVK because it's not compatible with the newer ones. But as long as it's an option to stay on the old version, even if it's not supported, that's fine. We can handle that. And version 5.16 is also already out because there were a couple of hot fixes that were required. So if you get the latest version and you get 16, that's why.
Go ahead and grab the latest and greatest. Another neat thing Lutris does now, which can be good or bad. What are your thoughts on this? Your playtimes now sync with Steam. Now, is that necessarily something that's got to be a hard thing to like set up? Like to make that decision, like, do we want it to do that or not? Because I could see scenarios where like, no, I want to have to like be able to keep track of how many hours I have in like playing it
I
here.
think this
and
only
here.
syncs from Steam to Lutris, so if you have the game on Lutris, it goes, oh, you already have that game on Steam, I'm just going to add the hours that you've played on Lutris to the ones you already had on Steam.
In my mind, I constructed a scenario where it's like, yes, when you play a game sometimes on Steam and sometimes not, but that's an insane person thing. Who does that?
Well, I'm giving like the example of like what Pedro just said there. Say you had like an hour on Steam and like you had like 200 hours on Lutris. So if you like synced it up, your 200 hours would go to 1.
Yeah, just Lutris, not the other way around.
Well, I know not the other way around, but like would your 200 on Lutris go to 1 after it's synced with Steam with only 1 hour?
Possibly.
I don't know. Strider, answer this question. Send us some hate mail.
Also, head over to Lutris on GitHub and be like, hey man, put some damn screenshots on your GitHub page. Do it.
You can use my screenshots, Strider.
Yeah. I'll take some screenshots for you.
That's okay. The ones that I've posted on Discord, you can absolutely use mine. That's fine.
I got some photos you can post on your GitHub.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Don't do it. Don't listen to him. Bad touch.
Sweat, baby, sweat.
A little bit of a progress report. We all know what Yuzu is, right? It's that delightful drink for young and old alike. Wait, no. It's a Nintendo Switch emulator. Also runs on Linux.
It was on the store page for the Steam Deck for a while until people went, are you sure that's okay? And then they went, okay, let's just get a different picture without Yuzu.
You know what? We got to dial that back a little bit. I guess we need to talk about that. Yeah, Valve kind of went pretty far from being like, hey, Nintendo, guess what? I'm coming for you, son. And to like...
Nintendo Senpai, I'm stuck in this washing machine.
It's like, let's not antagonize the most popular console in Japan. The people who make that. Let's not antagonize them.
You probably don't want to. I mean, as Valve, I'm sure knows. Like, don't fuck with corporations that can just sue you for fun. Yeah. Like, I mean, nobody's going to win. That's the kaiju fight right there, man, east on west. But, like, there's no winners in that. That's just giving lawyers money for no good reason. Another Nintendo Switch emulator that does work on Linux as well is Ryujinx, right? Ryujinx.
Ryujin NX.
Right.
Ryu from Street Fighter X.
And they get a little bit of a progress report. I went through this and, they're just, like you go over your standard Yuzu update. And it's like a lot of stuff that's over my pay grade, and that's cool. But one thing that stuck out to me was Nano Sleep, son. Yeah, I still got to get to that. I got to finish that damn game. I'm like 3/4 of the way through it, too. All right. So what is Nano Sleep? Well, it's what it sounds like, man. It's like trying to keep the processor awake when it needs to be awake, but putting it to bed real quick, man. You're going to run into problems because you want to go into like a full sleep state or suspend state. And turns out Linux and Mac CPU usage and power draw benefit from it. Yes, they do, because it's basic efficiency games and games. Yes, the efficiency games. It's like the Hunger Games, but for the IT department.
Oh no! See now I want to see that movie where it's just a bunch of pissed off sysadmins and programmers just beating each other to death. It just evolves into Fight Club though. Like they all just get in a circle and they're like, "All right, this guy's dead. Send the next guy in."
Oh man! So they break this down. They got this up and running on Linux and Mac, and with some of the efficiency gains they talk about with Tears of the Kingdom, Red Dead Redemption, and Breath of the Wild, they were seeing like 15 to 20% shifts in even Pokemon Violet with a 75% reduction. All this stuff basically for you at the end of the day on your Nintendo Steam Deck, better battery life and less frequency throttling. Good times. I mean,
good to hear.
Yeah. Also, this thing like trying to implement this on Windows. Windows is too busy munching on glue sticks to figure out what the hell they're talking about.
There's no such thing as anything even close to real time on Windows.
By far in italics. Does that link to something?
Windows NT isn't real. It can't hurt you.
Yeah, no, I like the Linux graph where you have the load and the percentage of errors and how long of a latency that creates. It sort of tapers out at under 0.15 milliseconds, and then you have Mac, which it scales pretty much linearly. That's just a straight diagonal line.
Yeah, there's
one-to-one, pretty much.
logarithmic versus arithmetic. Yeah.
And then on Windows, they didn't even put the graph because, like, no, just no.
Windows doesn't even have a graph. They don't have the ability to do this. You just gotta spin. Well, and that was the problem, right? We with lack of spin locking under Linux. Game devs were complaining about this, and Linus was like, "No, you fucking idiot! We have a thing for this. Why are you?"
Yeah, don't use spin locks. This isn't Windows. Just don't.
But, and hey, man, I mean, that's some of the graphic improvements, man. Wet steps,
just a little
slight
marginal
enhancement. Slight.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to get really
You can
close.
make your waifu look less like trash now.
Well,
You gotta do a little
it's
pixel
more
peeping.
anime, less Picasso.
I mean, a little less 2600 vibe on that.
That's what hot ladies used to look like in the 70s in video games.
And I guess good news, the Monster Hunter Rise DLC now works. So
Yeah, the latest versions had a bit of a graphics engine update, and they didn't run properly. Now they do.
Well, and speaking of, a bunch of stuff just works out of the box. So you might ask yourself, like, well, Yuzu exists. Why would a project like Ryujinx also exist?
sparkly bees.
Sparkly bees for sure. But while Yuzu is focused on like speed and fidelity, Ryujinx is focused on speed and accuracy. And that means that when games come out, they just kind of work on Ryujinx because they're accurately emulating the hardware. Might be a little bit of fudge with Tears of the Kingdom because of the leaks, but everything else more or less worked on launch, which is pretty cool if you're like an emulator. That's
actually a very impressive list that they have there. Yeah, Zelda, the game leaked about 2 weeks earlier than it was supposed to, so everyone got a bit of a head start on that. But no, that's still a very impressive list, just having those games all working day one.
I felt the one that I'm like, huh?
Look at the light around the little lantern hanging on the window on the left.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
The flowers look different.
Do I need to like look into a black light through a fish tank and a mirror or some shit? Because I'm not seeing
just
it.
look at the lantern and you can see that there's light around it in the after, and there's no light around it.
Oh, I
before.
fucking guess. I mean, okay. Let me go ahead and put I'm down to the things that like, no. Here, let me point it out from like, oh, yeah, all right.
I'm just smiling at the fact that we've spent like 5 minutes talking about a picture of Alola Executor's ass.
Fuck
So
yes, we have. Why are you surprised by that? Or you knew?
No, I'm just pleased that we're at this point. That's it.
There's the power usage, man, with the before and after, man. So power consumption in watts going from like 11 watts to 6, 9 to 8, 9 to 8, 6 to 1 on the dude. You can play the shit out of some Pokemon now.
Yeah, on your Apple M2, yeah. So
you can get your Pokemon Violet for several hours on end, 1.7 watts.
It would be great if that game actually, fucking worked. But that's not Yuzu or Ryujinx's problem.
It's kind of wild to look at that, dude. I mean, it used to take 14.2 watts to run Breath of the Wild. Now it takes 7.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sleeps.
And before, the Steam Deck really has flipped attention to things like this for a lot of people, where otherwise they're like, what do I care about battery life? Like, now you care about battery life because that battery is precious.
Yes.
Because as it turns out, there's a real popular x86 game console that's affordable.
The Claw. Rawr.
No. The Claw is $700. I'm talking about the one that costs like half the price.
Yeah, the Ioneo one that runs Hollow ISO, right?
Did they have the price on that yet?
I don't know.
Don't know. It's not going to stop me from cracking jokes.
Yep. No, this is where I draw the line to be factual about things. Okay. That's going to do it for Yuzu at Home. Up next is something from our good pal.
Radical.
Dude,
Yeah.
Epic Games has got an announcement.
They do, yeah. So this is for Rad Debugger, and guess what? It's a graphical debugger. Who'd have thunk? It's for debugging and decompiling binaries, and they are looking for someone put in a merge request. They're like, "Hey, I'm working on some Linux support for this," and they're like, "Well, here's the thing. Thank you, but we do have Linux support on the roadmap. will accept your patch, but we're not going to merge it in because we're gonna like properly put this out. If you go to the full on project README, they also say as much, that the Linux target is on the horizon. And yeah, this is a project out of Epic Games, and it's a little strange to see. We've seen some stuff like Easy Anti-Cheat running under Linux. They actually put in some work for this, and I think, you know, I was talking about this with Pedro before we went live. I think we're in this weird future now where you at least have to take Linux as a desktop platform about as seriously as Mac at this point. So now it's like, hey, here's some tools to debug some applications. Eventually, not right now. If you try to run this now, it's not going to work.
I do like their wording though. The next priority for the project is to take the rock solid x64 Windows debugging experience and port all of the relevant pieces to support local x64
look
Linux
how
debugging.
rad
Also.
that is, Pedro. That's so rad.
and
Maximum radness.
And it's like, GDB doesn't exist. Valgrind doesn't exist. All the shit that Linux devs have had for decades that Windows users have been trying to catch up with. No, we gotta bring this over.
I mean, Visual Basic's got a pretty dope debugger.
Yeah. For the per seat license you pay for it better.
Yeah. I mean, if you're on Windows, I mean,
yeah, if you have you have Visual Basic integrated into the entire Office suite, if you want to make macros in Visual Basic.
Now, where does the red debugger get interesting? One, the story being of Epic coming out and going, you know, we're working on this, and that we're not just going to dump the source and say, hey, community, you figure that out. Hey, wait a minute. And you peel the mask off and you're like, AMD.
AMD or Epic last time, yeah.
Yeah,
so, technically, Unreal Engine 4 was supported on
I fear you give AMD, Epic too much credit. I don't even think they bothered saying that. They're like, whatever, here's the source.
It's source available. Do what you want.
Remember Unreal, the new Unreal Tournament? That was, we're open sourcing it. We're releasing it to the community. Didn't go fucking anywhere.
No, they shut it down. They just straight up shut it down after they realized, wait a second, we can just not develop games and just focus on the cash cow that is Fortnite. Hey.
Well, I mean, you know, when you get that big honking money spigot, like, what are you going to do? Release GTA 6? It's kind of hard to do. But this is interesting, though, to see Epic, you know, right there and get up. I'm like, no, man, motherfuckers, we're working on this. We're going to make this forward Linux. Like, what would you got planned, man? But this would, I don't know. Like, I wish we knew somebody that knew how to work with Unreal Engine and how this might benefit people working with Unreal Engine. But alas, we know nobody in the graphics stack.
No one.
See, listen. Maybe.
No, he's just.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap it up for the show proper. We've actually made some pretty good time this week. Look at that.
We did, yeah.
Being all pro and shit.
It's early January. There isn't much in the way of news.
Let's see if we can fuck up the end game, though, and spend 30 minutes on a feedback topic like we've done on more than one occasion. Speaking of feedback, if you want to get hold to us, head over to linuxgamecast.com, smash the contact button, fill that out, and we might read your comment, your thought, your hint, allegation right here on this very show. And this first one comes from a game that we played in the after shows, and because I like to do that, I'm always taking a peek around for new multiplayer games. This is one of the things where we get real stabby when we see multiplayer games that are not online multiplayer, because it makes like no logical sense, right?
Yeah, this is the guy from Coffee Breakers, the office chair jousting game, correct? And they write in and they say, developer here, super glad someone appreciated the effort I put into porting it to Linux. Thank you for playing it. So, yeah, it was pretty fun. Try and knock
Coffee
people
breaks.
off
It was a little jank, but yeah, it worked.
I'm not slacking off. My code's compiling the game.
Yeah. No, I in the jank, I don't think that was a Linux specific thing. I think that was very much either the intention or the result that, yeah.
Well, this has got to be another thing, though. Like, especially... I don't know what the fuck that was.
You both looked in the same direction, and I was going to try, but I fucked that up. So... I feel really bad about ruining the bit.
It's all right. Maybe I'll just do like a bad cop. I'll like paste and just flip the image.
No. You got to put like the overly dramatic gopher, the dun dun dun.
Followed by keyboard cat. No, like you take the time to like do one. Like, you get netcode effectively and set this up and make it work, and then you put it out and nobody fucking plays your game. So yeah, I'm glad we're able to do that. Like,
discoverability is hard on Steam too. You really rely on like people like playing your game and posting the footage, right?
Right. So yeah, thanks for making the game. I mean, it was fun. We're playing around with it. We enjoyed it. Now,
indeed.
Last week we talked about 3 magic letters that no, not those, Pedro. The other 3 magic letters.
Isn't one of them a number? S3X.
I'm just CEX, baby. Nothing more, nothing better.
The Consumer Entertainment Expo.
Yes.
Well, CPRN writes in and they say, "Wait, I have a 7900 XTX and I didn't find a way to run AV1 on it, even to encode videos with FFmpeg or to stream it on YouTube. Like a month ago, it was freezing the system. Now OBS just doesn't show AV1 through AMF, and FFmpeg says some method is unimplemented. So how do you fucking use it under Linux and AMD? Sorry for the frustration, but you said you somehow use it. But yeah, it's in a dropdown in OBS. I'm not using AMF or anything. It just shows up as either QuickSync AV1 or the AAOM.
What Jordan meant to say is he knows it exists. He's not used it.
I've pressed the button and it runs.
Where did you run it to?
I recorded 2 seconds of my desktop.
All right.
I'm like, hey, yeah,
for streaming, it'll show up on the drop down if you pick YouTube, but if you pick Twitch, it's not going to be there. Because Twitch is exclusive to the 40 series. Fuck you.
40 series and partners.
Yes,
and the custom version of OBS that does all the transcoding on your machine.
But yeah, I only have the 6700 XE. It doesn't do the AV1 encoding. On the GPU, so that option doesn't even show up for me. But I've seen the screenshots of people, so I guess it depends on your distro. Like, what version of FFmpeg are you running? Is your build of OBS aware of AV1? What's happening?
I mean, do you have like all the AV1 packages installed and stuff as well?
Yeah. I don't like that. It's
there's some information lacking here.
These are valid questions, though.
Yeah.
Like, if AV1, like, what does it take? I don't know. I don't have a card that has AV1 support yet. I was looking around when you sent this in, and I'm like, what's the cheapest AMD card with AV? Like a little under $300. They're like $270, something like that. Maybe I'll just pick one of those up.
7600. Yeah.
Get one of those Intel A380s or whatever.
Well, no, I want to get an AMD because people are asking this about AMD. And you do one with an Intel. Like that's a fucking science experiment, which is a whole different series. I believe I could make something informative and useful for a lot of people.
Does it blend?
But definitely starting off things like, what distribution are you running?
What distro did you install?
Are you using
OBS
Wayland?
and FFmpeg from?
Is OBS in a flat pack?
Yes.
No, it's the Snap version.
Where did you install it from? Is it from the repos? Did you build it yourself? What are you doing?
Yeah. All those are very valid things, man. interfacinglinux.com. There's a forum.
Yeah, the forum's probably better than YouTube comments.
There's somebody already posting about AV1 there too. I haven't had a chance to read through it, so like maybe you and him can get together. And... Yeah,
not that kind of forum though.
I don't remember. I don't remember posting any rules.
Yeah, I mean,
okay. Yeah,
interface has a number of meanings, Pedro.
Yes,
as long as it's happening on Linux, it's in the clear.
No.
Docking is an interface. Yes.
That is our that's our sister site, Docking Linux.
Linuxdocs.com.
Docs and stocks, baby. Hey. If you like this, you like what we get up to each and every week, and you want to get some extra stuff, man, we do a pre-show, and we're about to go into the post-show, the after shows, and We're going to give you that in podcast format. We're going to give you the video versions of this show and Weekly Daily Wednesdays ad-free. And you can get that by becoming a Patreon, patreon.com/Linux Gamecast. A bunch of other rewards, access to our Discord. I still got to put up our Wizards and shit Doctor Who review. It's going to happen. Trust me. Have faith. But thank you all. And we want to thank, or welcome, I should say, a new member to our Not Cult.
Cult.
Not a
Hashtag
cult.
not a cult.
not unless I can get some like cult tax exemptions, then we can be a cult.
We got to register in Texas, but it's real easy.
Beckett, our latest patron. What's a cool thing about Beckett, Pedro?
I don't know. I suspect the coolest thing about Beckett is that he's one of the fans of Trackmania on Tuesdays and Fridays. That seems to be where the bulk of the Patreon subscribers come from. Which, hey, I'm not complaining.
They just want us for our cars.
Yes.
Speaking of that, if you're a patron or a Twitch subscriber, you can come play Trackmania with us on Tuesdays and Fridays. If you're into racing games and you like people and community and having a good time, just overall, just happiness. Pedro's not into any of that.
No.
No.
I am making a conscious effort to not be there because I don't want to be that asshole.
You know, at this point, we probably just run laps around you, so.
and then he pulls out his
I know
game chart.
what you're trying to do, and no.
No, I'm saying I'm setting Detamania records, which are fucking world records at this point, so.
Yeah, I was number 3 in Portugal for a season when I actually bothered to sit down.
No, I'm setting these records weekly, Pedro. Bring it. Let's go. Come on.
He's kind of big deal.
Again, I know what you're trying to do.
I ain't trying to do anything, baby. I ain't trying anything. We appreciate your support. Come check out all the stuff we do. We put it all up. We got Uncut channel. Go to YouTube, Linux Gamecast, podcast, you know, where we are doing our things, singing our song. But that's going to wrap us up for this week. Thanks for hanging out with us. Come watch us live if you get a chance. We do this Saturday. What time? 8? Yeah.
8:30. Yeah. So 7:30 in Discord for pre Super Citizen.
See, oh, that's true. All right. Now, let's, and everyone email Pedro and tell him that he could learn to race again. It's like learning to fly, but it's learning to race. And it's Pedro, and it's going to be adorable because he's going to have one of those little pedal cars and put the Speed Racer helmet on. It's going to be awesome. That's how it's working in my brain. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get a hold of me, I'm just Venstone on Zitter. We got a Mastodon too, mast.linuxgamecast.com. I'm at Vin there. And if Blue Sky is still around, I'm just Vin on the blue skies.
I get knocked down, but I don't get up again because the floor is very, very comfy. You can visit me there at Mastodon, at frojo.mast.linuxgamecast.com, at frojo, at bluesky.social, and at The Burning Fool on Twitter. There you go. That's it. I remember my account names.
You can find me making my way back home when I learned to fly high. I had to actually look up the lyrics because I can remember Foo Fighters Learn to Fly lyrics anymore. But yeah, it's at unaccounted for with the actual number 4 at mast.linuxgamecast.com. That's the last of the social networks what I'm in.
That's right.
Soon he'll
kids.
be like a Thomas Pynchon-esque recluse.
Linux Gamecast. We bring all the $5 milkshakes to the yard. Let's do some credits.
The boys.
Shouldn't it be O Flat Pack?
No, it should be O Forums.
O CPIO Archive? Mojo Installer. Well, we got to thank our advisors, Obegus, Artheron, and our executive producers, Barb Ram, Scott Machado, Tom Cass, Mike G. Drummer, Tomasz, Hakeem, David Isham, Ian, and Haplo, and our little Nicky fans, Eggy, Empty, and Super Destote.
And the Sea Monsters, Renault, Rider X, Machina, Trudgiver, Tenuta, Justin, Darkwing, System T, Desing, Joe, and Ogie1 with the Death Notes, Nova, Chad, Romeo, Renee, Leonardo, Cressy, Kim, Chris, Stephen, Jewel, Benjamin, Doom 2 Watt, Stephen B, Back, Dodger, Zeno, Rue, Turnover, Pebble, M Fox Dog, Swine, Jalo, and Piper.
And Beckett.
Hey.
See Beckett? I got you in there, buddy.
Thank you, Beckett. Thank you so much.
Yeah. All our fine upstanding cannibals, Carl Micro, Earth, Analytics, New World, Nicholas, John E. Shep, Gamatron, Unoid, DSN, Joe, Aromatic, Def, and Kai Jor Rai. Now I'm thinking about this, lads. If we were to cast a 90s sitcom starring three wacky roommates, one's an app image, one's a flat pack, and one's a snap, who plays who?
Oh, we don't have enough
David
time
Schwimmer's
in
the
the
snap.
Who?
David Schwimmer.
Schwimmer.
David
is
Schwimmer's the snap?
David Duchovny is the app image.
Well,
We're getting all Davids. All Davids all the time.
Wait, yeah, I was thinking Danny DeVito was the app image.
No, Danny DeVito is the .deb file who's like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
What the fuck are you guys doing here? Get out of here.
Debbie DeVito.
Debbie.
Deb.DeVito.
Time Warren Christmas. Died of fire. We'll see you next week.
Debbie and DeVito.
Debbie and DeVito, baby.
That's Debbie and 13. Debbie and DeVito.
Debbie and DeVito.
Oh man. Here, give me a single shot. Think about who you want to be in your single shot.
Okay.
I gotta find. Give me a second. There we go. All right. Give me a second. There. Lean in a little more so I get a little more of your face. There we go. Maybe some lift your hands up. All right. Now, if I said anything else, I'd just be fucking with you. Pedro, your turn. All right. I guess I'm putting dicks in hands this week. Got it.
It was gonna. I was thinking balls, like just a giant ball sack for me, but I was like, hold up the balls, raise the orbs. We're getting crushed by the red circle.
Yes. All right. I can stop recording. Hang on. Ow. I got bent like that. I pull my squiggly spooch when I do that.
You gotta do the bridge as part of your stretches.
I got like it pinches like a nerve, like right here, like, and it causes a muscle to, like, whatever that muscle is right there, just like bunch the fuck up, and I'm like, argh!
I usually get the cramp when I bend forwards if I try to touch like my toes with my legs stretched out. It's like, ah.
And it's, yeah, and there's nothing to be done about it. You're like, well, I'm just gonna lay here and deal with this.
You can't stretch immediately all the way because it hurts a lot. So it's like, oh.
The only times I hit it, I know what not to do, and that's not to like snap around and try to look and behind me when I'm in the car. That'll catch me every fucking time. I don't ponder.
Yeah, pondering the orbs was a meme.
What?
And every time I saw that, all I could remember was that gif of Gandalf and Saruman, where Saruman pulls the thing from the Palantir. It's like, behold, my razor. It's like, dude, it's a ball. Yeah, but it's a sharp ball. No!
My favorite, and it is entirely LGC niche, but someone, I think it was Empty, shooped Alan in the safety wizard hat asleep in the orb pondering, in the wizard with the orb pondering, so it was just Alan's face with the fucking Africone hat. It's the funniest shit I ever saw. Like, but, yeah.
No, it didn't sync my Bologna in a DVD drive video. Boo!
Bologna.
I posted this in, where's the download? Shifty. Let me see if we can get to the download folder. You know what? Web browsers make pretty serviceable file managers. Am I the only person that does that every now?
Conqueror.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, like
file
sometimes I'm just
managers,
like
PDF readers. Like, yeah, sometimes.
like, all right, one of these is that it? Is it 9.4? Yeah, sure. This is the new Zotac. Check it out.
Yes.
It's spicy.
That's Pedro playing New World.
We gotta watch that again.
GPU is that? I have one Zotac GPU.
Okay, like this thing legitimately sparks up right about there. Like that's RGB with it. It's even got a smoke machine in it. That looks real.
As the fans kick up and it goes.
Oh, I like how the motherboard gets the red LEDs and it's like, boop, I'm on. Doop, doop.
Yeah.
And then you get the smoke. Oh, man. That's always wild. I want one. There's money to be made there. Literal flames jumping from your electronics. I watched Pedro, you'll understand this. Let me tell you the dumbness of Reddit lately. The hive mind of Reddit. Somebody posted a video about solder paste. You know solder paste, right?
Yes.
You put it down and he was doing the just like basic little like BGA. You put it down, you hit it with a heat gun, it goes zzz. It snaps into place like it does. Reddit, by the third comment, was nested conversation about that video's fake. They're clearly playing it in reverse.
Do you know how Flux works?
Nope, clearly fucking not. That was the most Reddit bullshit I'd seen in a long time, dude. This video's been reversed.
Confidently wrong.
This is faked. And just watching the hive mind go into it, I'm like, oh my god. Wow. Yeah. Flux Insider Base is wizardry beyond their comprehension. They're like, no, this is not possible. I didn't know what to say with it. I wasn't even mad. I was impressed. I was like, all right.
Oh, Van mentioned it earlier. It still needs to be procured.
Thank you, Pedro.
I was just gonna leave them in mystery forever.
Well,
Some things you never get an answer to. That's part of life.
Oh, APB is shutting down on the PS4 and the Xbox One. They're just keeping the PC
Speaking of
version.
online games, I heard one of like the big City of Heroes fan servers has like official rights to like mod the game now.
they did. They gave them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
They like got together and had kissy time, and they're like, all right.
Which is dope as hell because like I don't know, you don't get a lot of like
That's how it should be done. The game company goes, okay, we're not going to do this anymore. Those guys want to do it. Here you go. Here's the stuff. Have at.
but then you also get there's two sides to that because there's also natural selection too, where they're like, we're giving it to the community, and they're like,
Yeah,
thanks,
there's
we
giving
don't
it to
wanna-
a community that genuinely wants to play that game, and there's giving it to a community that's already fucking done with that game. Which was what Natural Selection 2 was doing.
So is that what we're doing? We're about to jump into a game of natural selection.
well, we can try.
what was
'cause
the
you can
other
wiggle
one?
the mouse and then it crashes, right?
There was a fire the first shot on mine.
Right.
Yeah.
I left click the desktop. It was click.
Yeah, that's the close button. It's not a bug; it's a feature.
Dude, that game was wild, man. I mean, it looked the business if you had the 20 minutes for it to load up.
It took a while.
It did. It did. Like, you really couldn't, like, sit down and, I mean, you could wait it out, but it was like, what was it? Deus Ex Human Revolution that took, like, 25 minutes to start up that first
Mankind
time?
Divided.
Mankind, all right.
Yeah, Nuclear Dawn. That's the other source engine. Like, you have the people playing the FPS and the one person playing the RTS.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that I actually enjoyed the 3 games online of that I played.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, like, on paper it seems like a good idea, but there's some difficulty when the rubber hits the road, right? Because you don't want to be a mediocre shooter or a mediocre RTS. You got to be like good at both. So,
well, I think Yahtzee's brought that up a lot of times, man. Like, you know, it's just the modern games are infested with that. Like, they suck at like 9 different things.
Mm-hmm. Of having to have all of the elements of all the popular games so that they can try
puzzle,
and call
platforming,
as many
stealth, adventure, crafting, farming,
with RPG elements, roguelike, souls,
yeah, and like everything. Oh yeah, combat,
turn-based real-time combat,
arena royale. Yes,
yeah,
massive where the RPG elements are just like 1% increments in less accuracy and the crafting elements that don't do anything and are completely useless.
Honestly, I think now that I think about it, Cyberpunk actually executed well on that, because like the RPG upgrades like hook into the shooter where it's like as you get more powerful, you enable cheat mode, but everyone else is cheating too. So, you know, it kind of, you can level the playing field like that, where like, oh, well, now you get the super cheats, and just to make this level harder, everyone else has the super cheats too. So,
oh, so it's like Team Fortress 2. Got it.
Exactly. It's like, what if Team Fortress 2 but real, and people played it? My boss is into Tarkov. my boss is into Tarkov, and every time there's the server restart, he's like, "Oh, I'm getting into it." And then 3 weeks later, it's like, "Yeah, I started playing for 15 minutes, and then I got sniped."
Apparently, the Pokemon with gun game, like you can run your own private server, kind of like you can with Rust. Like I don't see how people could do that with Rust, dude. Like have like semi-public servers, like in sleep. Like after building a base, man, trying to go to bed, knowing that some motherfuckers like right now it could be like digging under your base.
If you have the power of snapshots, you can roll back to a previous version.
Yeah, if you're the server host, you're in control.
Yes. You have that thumb you can stick on the scale to help you out.
Oh, I saw a video of someone who was talking about like Valve shutting down the TF2, the Portal 64.
Mm-hmm.
And the video that they picked of TF2 just had like it went through a few different rounds, and at the start of those rounds there were just people spinning from the cheats, like the aimbot cheats. You could just see the characters spinning. It's like, oh, there's like 3 people on his team and another 3 or 4 people on the other team that are just straight up cheating.
Then we just get like the weird bots and shit like that, like the harmless bots. I mean, like, but they still fuck with the play. You know, there's the ones that are like sitting there trying to collect time
for farming hats and shit. Yeah,
right. And they're on your fucking team, and they're just standing there and like trying to get loot drops and shit like that. Used to run into that. I remember the most ridiculous ones was in Rocket League. You would just join in like with a team, and like 2 fucking players would just be upside down on their wheels, upside down. Like. What do you guys want to get into tonight?
You want to do some tanks? We haven't done some tanks in a while.
We can do tanks. Stumble guys. I don't know.
Stumble buddies.
It should have been. It should have been called Stumble Buddies.
Polio pals. I'm especially proud of that one. I'm not just going to hell. I'm applying for jobs there actively. I'm sending resumes. Yeah.
You're trying to get one of those fang positions.
Yeah. Where they give you fangs?
Yeah.
And you get to bite people?
It's real fang, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shell shock. Yeah, I'll play some tanks.
Yeah.
Change of pace.
Tanks.
I play Lethal League every week.
Yeah. Lethal Company. We could play Lethal League. That's like the soccer one.
Lethal League was the baseball one.
Is it baseball?
It's like base volleyball.
It is that. It's like a soccer style sport or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes, I did just start Steam. I'm not losing my goddamn mind.
Yet.
I had to kill Steam because I had quit it before we started the show and was still there sitting as a zombie process.
Yeah, you know, sometimes just Steam is slow. It takes a minute, and it's not that your computer is bad. It's just Steam needs a minute.
Especially if you forget to close it before you shut down, and then you just have to sit there for 90 minutes until it goes, 90 seconds until it goes, yeah, right, I'm supposed to be quitting.
That's what happened to me.
The quickest way, one thing I've noticed with like Steam is because I got like the internet switch over here in the rack. If I'm in here, if I cut off the internet and close Steam, Steam closes instantaneously. Like there's a check of like, can I ping? Nope, gone.
I think it's uploading like the error dumps.
Cloud saves, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Because I see if you
like,
started from the terminal, you can see it's like, oh, okay, so it's uploading all of these error dumps that it has collected. It's like,
We need the Steam CDN.
We need Steam CD, where Steam will just distribute games on CDs that they send to you in the mail.
Steam Flare. You know what? They would make money off of that shit. If Steam like worked with limited run games to like poop out box copies of shit.
And they'll like send you a CD once a quarter that has the patches or whatever.
Like box copies are like a real I found out Thursday when I was out because I was looking for buddy mentioned they wanted Alan Wake 2 and I'm like, yeah, I'll get you Alan Wake 2. I was like, I wonder if I can get the box. And I asked the guy and I'm like, do you guys have Alan Wake 2? And he was like, oh, grandpa, they didn't release a physical copy of that, old man. I'm like, okay. I don't fucking know, man. Jesus, trying to be nice. Fuck, that's what I get.
All I know about Alan Wake 2 so far is that one music video where he's dancing around.
Yeah.
There's a musical number in the game, yes.
I don't care about the game, but I enjoyed watching Jesse play it.
It's fun watching him go off in like theory crafts.
Dude, he's the lore dump. Like he got me so fucking wound up with his lore dump that I bought the first one and I'm like, shit, all right, let's get into this. And it was 100% Jesse making that game entertaining with all his conspiracy red yarn shit. Like I tried to play.
Yeah. It's great watching him go through Final Fantasy 16 and just like, yeah. This guy has played too many video games and they have rotten it. His brain is one giant cavity, and it's just amazing. It's amazing to watch it work, right?
All right, everybody, I gotta take a wee and get some drinks and
poor Rocco, Metal Logic, and Dark. They're gonna they're in for a
sorry,
rude
randos,
awakening.
but
Wub wub wub.
yeah, if you'd like to join tanks, but it somehow ends up being full, please let us know.
Just wait maybe 10 minutes and it will resolve itself. It's like apparently if you have a problem where you're doing like a bilateral exercise and like you have one arm that like gasses out before the other one, you're not supposed to like work one more than the other. It's a self-correcting problem because one arm doesn't work as hard, and so all the adaptation happens in the other arm and it will eventually balance itself out. So it's kind of like that, right? You just gotta let it fix itself.
Yeah, no, I have to be proactive in fixing that because my arms, because of the limitation of my right hand, I had to be very, very careful to work my right arm more because I tended to
Yeah, no.
always use my left hand.
If you want to be motivated, if you just want to like have all your excuses destroyed, look up some videos of adaptive strongmen. These are people who have like one arm, one leg, who are objectively stronger than you, and it's like, yeah, they were able to do it. You can do it too.
Yes, Mr. Alert. We will, as soon as Ven comes back, we will instruct him on kicking the people.
Yeah. Everyone who's ready, just kick them. I like how Patrick's engaging with them. It's like, no, just don't. If you ignore them, they'll go away. It's just like men on the internet. If you ignore them, they'll go away.
Okay. Is it 2 of them just went away? 3? Come on, Mr. Alert, 4. There we go.
Proof pudding. There you go.
You can
Butterscotch,
join now,
baby.
Mr. Alert.
Butterscotch. Hurry up.
Oh, shit. There's a new round of them.
Well, we don't get a Hagao girl anymore. Bye, Luffy.
And she's back.
Vadim? I don't know. Well, so a girl who used to be in my D&D group had that as her avatar, so I'm just like, so in my mind it's her, but it's not her username because she has a different one than that. So. It's okay, Scott.
Come on, Scott. Come kick our asses.
No, he has to go.
You know you want to.
Spend time with his girlfriend when he could just as easily have bought her a copy of the game so that she can spend time with her boyfriend and his awful friends.
The awful people on the internet that he enjoys spending time with.
We're like if fucking Tetsuo, if Kaneda was like the third wheel at the end of Akira, and Tetsuo tried to go on a date, and Blobman came along and was like, "Hey, I want some mozzarella sticks." It's like, dude, I'm trying to have a nice evening with my girlfriend. Mozzarella sticks. Now I want some mozzarella sticks.
There's a pony. I don't recognize that pony.
It might be their OC Do Not Steal. Who's your OC Do Not Steal, Pedro? Tell us about them.
I had 2. They were both my D&D characters. You can steal them if you want. One was Justin Weber. He was a half vampire.
You can stop right there. I think that explains everything we need to know about that character.
Yeah, he was a half vampire paladin. Who very much dedicated his life to hunting vampires. It was basically Blade, is what I'm getting at.
Portuguese Blade, yeah.
Yeah. And the other one was a half dragon, half elf. It was half bronze dragon specifically. He was a wizard illusionist with a couple of levels in Shadow Dancer, so he could have the hide in plain sight. And he was also a bard. And whenever he introduced himself to people,
that multiple attribute deficiency. Oh my god.
Yeah. Like, he wasn't a very good bard, but he used that as like his cover story This is like whenever he introduced himself to people, no one knew that he was a stupidly powerful wizard. It's like, I'm a terrible bard.
This is why I find as I've grown older, I really dislike multi-classing. As a munchkin, I like it. As a power gamer who likes to see number go up, I get it. But like, I think niche protection in a game is very important. I've been in games where you have characters who can do everything, and it's just boring because then they just always succeed.
That's the thing. None of my two characters could do everything. A lot of the vampire limitations applied to the half vampire. He could cross running water, but he couldn't enter other people's houses uninvited. So it was like a limitation of like everyone else would go and it's just like, may I come in? Oh yeah, sure. Thank you.
But like that's easy to work around. Once your friend goes in, you can be like, oh, come in.
But he had to be invited.
Yeah, which means someone else invites you in.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be invited in. It doesn't matter by who. That's if YouTube videos about that topic of vampires have taught me anything, you can fuck with them. Oh man, there's a great one in Adventure Time where they like kill a vampire by forcing him to go into a house uninvited, and he just explodes. They just kick him into a house and he blows up.
I thought it was just like the force field thing where it's just.
Nope. Apparently, if you just like kick them into a house uninvited, yeah, they just explode. We got MJ. I don't know who that is.
I'm trying to figure out if MJ's avatar is topless and those are nipples or really tiny bikini.
Oh.
We'll find out. Stare closer, Pedro. Closer to the screen.
I
Zoom.
can't.
Enhance. Turn on the magnification tool in XFCE that no one ever knows how to turn off.
Right.
I was looking at the anime titties.
No one knows how to turn it on either. You do it by accident.
Okay, I guess anime titties on my team.
Anime titties. Look at him go. Anime
Don't you dare
titties
refer to
melt
me
in the
as
snow.
anime titties, Pedro.
No, bad. Bad froggies. No.
Critical shit. Damn.
Yeah. Let's see where this goes. I just need a tracer. Oh. That didn't go anywhere. Okay, now I know what the shockwave does, and it's, no.
That was bad. I should have known. I should have known.
I should have knew.
Can I bank this into Jordan?
Maybe.
Boink. Kinda. Bonk.
Go fishies. Go my fishies.
Bad fishies.
Your fishes suck, you're afraid.
Call me Aquaman, because I attack you with fish.
I guess I need to watch that.
I fell asleep watching the first Aquaman. I didn't make it to the end of it.
I didn't mind the first one. Okay, I did not like the first, but I was indifferent, which is not pretty good for a DC movie, right?
Fair enough, yeah. Ow.
This is bonk.
Ba-dunk. 100 damage. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, great. And we don't get any protection? Amazing. Magic pixel of health, baby! That's all you need! Alright, sure.
Whatever.
Amazing. I did it.
You going for Ellen?
I was going to for Jordan because
Yeah,
I think I
you
can
know
get
what?
him.
Go after me. Don't go after the guy with all the health.
He's a little too far out.
Okay.
Dunk.
Which is good, because I was out of all my good shit anyways. I had a Glock and a shank, and there was no way I was getting over there.
Okay. I don't have anything that deals a lot of damage, so
I don't need shit that deals damage. I just need shit that carves fucking earth. Sup, Alan?
Oh yeah.
Hey! It's like a vending machine.
Hello, hi, Alan.
Oh fuck. No, bad rain, bad rain.
Rain, go away. Come again some other day. All right, Pedro, you can 1v2 them, right?
You got this, bro.
No.
Pedro was talking mad shit about all y'all.
That's too hot.
A
Yeah.
little bit.
I guess fuck you, Alan.
There's no straight shot to me. There's that. Oh, look at you. Yeah, no, I can't. I can only go down.
Spider tank. Spider tank.
You're at the bottom of the W now.
Yes.
Are you gonna take the W?
This is going to be an interesting, like, twofold type thing, though. I mean, your motherfucking might be hitting you just as hard as you getting the fuck out of there, right?
Maybe. I don't know. Do either of you guys have a digger? Digger me tigger? Nope.
No.
Oh,
That was about the sharpest angle I could get.
Ooh, Trixie Hobbit. What? It gets bigger.
That keeps growing.
Bigger.
Yeah. Kung Fu's weak, Alan.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of you to keep sending up flares.
Oh,
I wonder. Oh, fuck you, game. Fuck all of you, game.
amazing. No one went for it.
No one went for the drone.
No
The
one,
bouncy ball almost got it.
That would have been amazing if the bouncy ball got it. But oh, you can hit the ×2 damage, Pedro. No problem.
Maybe. Yeah, I hit the ×2 damage. Come on,
All right.
oddball.
Olay.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Oh fuck. Game's like, quit dicking around.
No one was hitting anyone, so yeah.
Do you like that that's built in? It's just like, no safety.
No.
Gets higher and higher, baby. It's a living thing.
Yeah, bank shut because
Hey, wait, he didn't bounce
that
off
went
thing?
through.
That's bullshit. Is it only hittable from the top? Okay, well. Alan is calculating. Math intensifies.
he's gonna wreck the Earth. Captain Planet,
He's a hero.
gonna take pollution. Wait, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ow. Yeah.
Protect the environment or I'll fucking kill you, Captain Planet.
Ah, bless you, Captain Planet. You taught me to hate hippies at a young age.
Hey, I leveled up. Level 44. I got rain.
Who's this MJ? Did they even fire a shot during all of that?
They did. I
Oh,
got
they
hit
did?
by
Yeah.
them a bunch.
All
Yeah.
right. I'm just checking. I wasn't paying attention.
But yes, it was a rando.
All right.
Yes. All right. Let me level myself up. Give myself bigger mana bar. Yeah, max chassis and max track. That's what I'm going for.
Gonna snipe a rando, maybe. What am I? I got 64 coins. How come you guys have so many coins? What do you spend coins?
You're not collecting
can-
them when they pop
you-
up.
Oh, yeah, I am.
Okay, then I don't know.
Poorly, but I am.
Fair enough.
And then you can use them in the shop if you click
Yes.
the little card with your name on it, and you go to the shop.
We have a shop?
Yeah. You can't afford anything, but it is there.
Yeah. You can use gears or cosmetics. Cosmetic points.
Okay.
I have 90 gears, but I bought some shit. I'm the Juggernaut.
We'll level the playing field.
Watch as Pedro is the Juggernaut.
Oh, do you need to put it to 5 people?
Not if I wanted to sit on the screen longer.
Okay.
Make you already up again. I sure as hell don't. But that's none of my business.
Kept you waiting, huh? It's oh no, it's Alan.
Mr. Alert is the J-Knot.
Well, that backfired, didn't it?
Yeah. and,
So this is just another game for Ellen. Got it. All right.
Yeah. This is some light calisthenics for him. How nice of you. Oh, what?
Derek. Of course, there's just a black hole next to him because of reasons. Reasons.
Well, it'll draw stuff to him. I think maybe I don't know.
No.
We'll find out.
To some degree, yes.
We'll see. I don't know. If this will
I
work
want
or
one of
not.
those like light jump attacks from the Star Wars movie.
Damn it.
Hi, Jordan. Sorry. Not sorry about that one though. Sorry about that one though.
You're just burning through my ridiculous mana bar. That's fine.
See, I want bouncing little name tags that says "bitch" over all of us.
Yeah.
Moons.
Whoa.
Moon. All right, sure.
That's a sharp angle there, but hopefully it hits.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay, I got some on him.
I did some damage.
Okay, he's down to half his armor. What's he gonna do? Magneto's.
Boing.
Ooh, mirror.
It's rough when you can barely survive the collateral damage.
Yeah. I don't know what counter 3000 is, but we're gonna do it. If it's anything like
Is that
Andre
the 1, 2, 3
3000,
shot?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess
the 1, 2, 3 shot.
Okay. Stop hitting me! Stop!
But he doesn't need the 2x damage.
Yeah, but he's taking it.
Well, that's it for old Patrick.
Mirror.
Oh,
Mirror dead.
Mir-
Boys went and got himself deceased. No, you fucking roller. You rolled the wrong way. You hungered for Pedro. You're supposed to hunger for Alan.
All right, a little too steep. Got it. Or not?
Okay.
Yeah, not steep enough. Oh well, you know, Mr. Sucky Suck over here.
The big suck.
Red,
Could have been
white,
worse.
and-
Yeah, I was going to say, you came out of that better
worse.
than...
Yeah. I'll take it. I'll take it for what it is. Chicken arise?
Chicken!
No. Chicken doesn't fly. Turns out. Well, he's perfect. He's fine. You can shoot through those.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the strongest thing you have. Because sometimes you can't.
Yeah,
It
sometimes
really-
you can.
Oh, fortifying. Oh, so he's just gonna fuck up the next thing that he attacks.
God damn it, he's Spirit Bomb.
All right. Well,
What is the point of this move, game? This round is pointless.
I'm gonna go for the crate.
Fortify.
yeah, I'm going for the crate or the drone, I guess.
You
so
can
that
go
Alan
for the
can't
drone. Okay.
I got XP for that, so I'll take it.
Yeah, no, you dealt damage.
Oh, I guess what the
Fuck
the
you,
drone-
Alan. Cheap ass. This is lazy, man.
Gesundheit. All right.
I mean, you just want to get one shot at it. I know what it is, man.
I have no idea if this will work. We'll see.
I don't think I've ever shot this before, so we'll see what it does.
Why is my firing solution fucked up like it is? That did work. I mean, it did, just not as intended.
Oh yes, boing.
Boing! Ah, goddamn it!
That did fucking nothing. What the shit?
I dealt 10 damage.
This game makes no sense sometimes.
I distracted him for you.
Yeah.
Kinda, maybe a little bit. You know, he's going, the fuck? That's the saddest goddamn thing I've seen all night.
That's what you think.
All right, challenge accepted. Got it.
We're about to see the others.
$27, not bad.
2 damage.
Okay. All right. What kind of spicy bullshit is this? Oh,
Holy
okay.
shit!
Tetsuo! We're just talking about Akira, apparently. Today I learned he can summon beams of light from heaven to just smite shit. All right, Pedro, you can do it. 1v1 him.
I don't think I can survive that long. He's still got 348.
I mean, it's not like he's got
Listen,
multiple
you play Dark Souls. You can do it.
dodge roll.
Yeah, definite lack of dodge rolling.
I mean, this seems like a skill issue, personally.
Yes? Oh, goddammit, now he gets armor too.
No.
Fuck you, game. Fuck all of you, game.
See, this is why we play Shell Shock, because sometimes... Oh, wow. Gonna go for the portal shot, Alan? Can you do it? Can you get it through the fucking black hole?
Oh, Alan can play that game too.
Yeah.
The only winning move is not to play. That was all right. That was a sad. Wait, hang on. It might be a redemption arc. The story. Nope.
No.
Now that's the saddest thing I've seen all night. All right.
See, I told you. We can only go downhill from here.
The angle was too sharp. Or not sharp enough.
Now, is he gonna go for a bank shot, or is he gonna try and fucking play it straight? I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
I think this is the tank
How-
equivalent of like just pulling his pants down and wiggling his butt at you.
He's just gonna teabag you a little bit before he
Little bit.
kills you.
He's got tank nuts.
Oddball!
Just to see.
Shank him, Pedro. Shank him.
I don't have a shank.
I have one. Go get it from me. Go take my knife and stab him.
Oh, that's a mechanic. You should be able to loot corpses.
You
Yeah,
can.
if you pick up the little box with the red squiggly, you get some of the weapons that the person
No, I
had.
mean like legally in IRL.
Oh,
I mean, what's the statute of limitations on that, though?
fuck.
Yeah, at some point it becomes archaeology, right? Hey, I got a level. And a
Hey,
tank upgrade.
I got a shotgun.
I got pointy shit.
Oh, the spikes.
New map.
It's got a castle.
It's got a scroll wheel. It's got a gun.
Okay, which one is additional shooting pew pew?
Gun.
Yeah.
Gun gives you, what, higher crit chance and more distance or something?
Damage.
Damage? Okay.
And the special ones do specific things.
Yeah, I am all in on green and blue. I've spent nothing on red or yellow.
I have
But my
one on yellow, and the rest is fairly evenly split, leaning on the red.
This me. Charge.
What is charge?
Where you build up charge and then you steal it by like you build up charge by hitting people, and you can like lose charge from like taking damage. So it's just another way to score you where no one can die, but it's just like based on how much damage you deal and versus how much damage you take.
Mm-hmm.
That's my understanding of it.
We're all tank vampires.
The world is a tank vampire.
First to 100%, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I see Frojo and Pedro have made
It's
themselves.
over, Anakin. I have the high ground. All right, let's fucking do it.
Let's go.
Skittles.
Give me my charge.
Some damage was done.
Wow. Okay, I gotta rework that. Oh, maybe I
Oh
don't.
my god. Ow! My charge. Oh, everyone go after Pedro and Alan now. Okay. I see how it do. Roses are red, violets are blue. Eat shit and die, I'm coming for you. Let's try this.
No, you can't has 100%, Alan.
All right. Damn it. Didn't work.
God, shotgun.
Okay. When life gives you portals, make portal aid.
Portal
Sure. I don't know if this will do shit. I don't. Nope.
Sprinklers. Give him a charge.
Yeah, we gotta fucking go after Pedro here. He's gonna win.
Shush. You do no such thing.
So be it.
No. There's wind. That's what's happening, right?
A bit.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Then I'm fucked.
I'm immobile.
Spray and pray.
Go ahead and give me your string. It's the only way to defeat him.
Sure.
Right, I'm always confused by the moons. So let's go.
All
That
right.
was useless.
Oh, fuck. Damn you. All right. All right, fine. I guess we're doing this then.
Okay.
All right. There's stuff that isn't fucking ball now.
No, fuck you. God damn it.
Damn it! I ran out of gas. Oh wait, no, it got moved to shoot only. All right. Oh no. Hi, banana.
Fuck.
Oh, I'm dead. Oh wait, no.
Nope.
I'm still alive.
One fishy.
Oh no, Alan wins.
Fuck. I'm at 0.
Ah. Buffeated.
Bro-feated.
I really want to level up this banana. I want to know what comes next. It's many bananas.
Rebound's too much bullshit.
Yeah. You want to do some shocker?
Do 3. We don't have enough for
We're
shocker.
uneven.
You don't have enough. Ah,
I guess we can do marksman.
sure. Yeah. I look forward to being either pity fuck to victory or the first one to be eliminated. It's feast or famine. It really is.
You know what? We're gonna make it a skill. So let's go ahead and cut the wind off and all that other bullshit. Where's mod? Cage match?
Yeah, that's where you can't shoot off the map. It just the bounce off lines are the edge of the map.
Got it. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Blah. I need the rack.
IKEA, here are please.
Oh, fuck me. Watch me lose.
I'm gonna stick my ass on the spiky thing and hope for the best.
Pedro hide his ass in the corner. Mateus, let's go. What the? Oh, that was quick. Well, you managed to hit me, so.
All right, then you can do it. I believe in you.
All right, what do I have that is crap?
Right?
Bonk.
What is single target?
Yeah.
And all right, Alan, you can do it. You want to save your spray and pray for when it's real tiny.
You have 39 clouds heading to your right. Watch out.
Yeah, that's wind.
Ooh.
So good.
You think you can swing this one, buddy?
Don't forget the wind.
Yeah, I know.
83 clouds to the left. All right.
I may have thought a little too hard about that one because I'm like, but the wind,
Like, if it can fuck me, it will.
right? Yeah. I'm either gonna severely overcorrect or brutally undercorrect.
Poof.
All right. God's favorite child's.
That's
at
a
least
shit shot.
You know what? As much as you've won tonight, Alan, you deserve every bit of this.
Yeah.
This is your reward.
You gotta work for money, baby. No, you have to work for money.
That'll do it. When in doubt.
No.
Just enough.
Too
So, yeah,
steep.
well,
What do I have? I guess the Needler is my best bet. Whatever. If I die, I die.
Railgun.
Nope. Nope.
Nope.
Ah,
Oh, I wasn't paying attention to the wind. Damn it. Damn it. Right.
right. So I should aim a little more to the left here.
Yeah. Learn from my mistake.
Okay.
It's like that probably would have gotten it without the winds.
Nailed it.
Some kind of opinion. Ah, it wrapped. I see. Okay.
Ah. All right.
We're playing by Pac-Man rules. The world is round. See? If you go out one end, you come back the other. Checkmate, flat earthers.
Wow, the game
Thinking
is
about
just telling Alan, it's like, you gotta lose at some point, man.
What, you gotta make this shot? Come on, scrub. I could probably not even make that shot.
Alan is gonna go like into the
Done.
Oh, very good use of the palm
naysayers.
trees.
God,
I
why
was
do
gonna
I,
say he's gonna go into the late levels of this, man. Like
do I get stuck
it's gonna
with
be a
these bullshit
pixel, and he's
shots,
gonna be
dude?
hitting this.
this is so stressful.
Yeah, at this point, it's deliberate.
Oh yeah, no, the game has a balancing algorithm to make sure that no one wins too good.
Yeah,
gotta-
the game's defective if everyone doesn't feel equally fucked by the time they're done playing it. I mean, that was uncalled for, but
Good frag grenade to go out with.
Buffeated.
Needlessly epic music. Yeah.
which I have disabled because they didn't pay licensing for streaming on that.
Hell is the name of this level.
Yes.
Heck.
That guy's gonna wrap us up, lads.
Yes.
Oh wow, that's early.
That's good. That means I can go to sleep at a reasonable-ish time.
We got in, we got out, we got everything done. We didn't skip anything.
I got one, and I get one more spin. Oh no, I got one more cosmetic point. Okay.
Oh. Oh man, I gotta finish sticking that video together. Everybody go subscribe to me on YouTube.
YouTube.com/interfacing Linux. YouTube.com.
No, I don't think that'll get you there.
No. You should get that one though. Is it available
It's at Interfacing Linux.
at Interfacing Linux? Okay.
There's my YouTube channel.
All right.
Everybody.
Right. It's Twitter now. Remember when it used to be Plus?
Well, okay. Here's your fun fucking story on this. Is I talked about this on what was it? On Wednesday, on Weekly Daily Wednesdays. Okay, so I go to set up the fucking channel, right? I'm like, all right, let me just get a new Gmail address and all this, like, so because Google Plus tied all that bullshit together, man. And like, let's just not deal with that nightmare. And I go to get a Gmail. I'm like, all right, haven't set up a Gmail account in 20 years, but I'm like, all right. And Google's like, all right, cool. Sign up. All right. Well, we're going to need your phone number. And I'm like, there's my, it's like, no, that's your Google Voice number. I'm like, that's all you're fucking getting. I mean, you already have my number, A. And I'm like, I didn't feel like looking it up. So I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'll just use one of my existing Gmail accounts to create a YouTube channel, and I set up the that, and I get everything together. Then I was like, all right, we're good. Tied everything together. Then I go to like upload the first video that I uploaded. And I'm like, here we go, we're done. And then I get ready to publish it. So I put the URLs in the video description to link back to Interfacing Linux, and it's like, nah, homie, you can't do that. What the absolute shit are you talking about? Like a red box popped up. I'm like, what is going on? It's like, we don't think you're real.
You gotta verify.
And I'm like, the fucking account here is like 17 years old, man. It's pretty fucking real. And but at this point, I'm using like one of my brand accounts that YouTube gave me. I'm like, so what do you want me to do? Google's like, check this out. We'll enable it, but we need you to, the thing. And I'm like, just tell me what the fucking thing is, man. Put your face in the hole.
Put your hand in the box.
Like, face in the hole. I'm like, what? Face in the hole? Really? Click this button, put your face in the hole. I had to, on a mobile device, open that fucking link, hold it up to my damn head, look into it, have it go, Linus Torvalds is behind you. Only one person can be in the picture at the same time because I was in here. And I just reached over and grabbed the fucking tablet. I'm like, well, here, I'll just do it like this. So then I'm like over here doing it, and it's like, look straight. I'm like, okay. Look to your left. Oh, okay. Look straight again. And I was like, it was like, you look straight too quick. So I had to fight with this thing 2 or 3 times, and finally, like 9 hours after I sent in my verification, it was like, here you go. Now you can post a link. Like, that's
so they needed to take a scan of your head?
A bullshit one, too. It's like, look straight and look to the right. It's like, don't worry, we'll delete this after a year, probably.
It's a mugshot, yes.
But I guess, like, to have some photos to send to the cops if you do some illegal shit? Like,
I guess, dude. See, if I wasn't, like, at the point where I wanted to push that video out, because I really wanted to go find, like, make a little sock puppet with some googly eyes on it. Just to be a dick. But yeah, dude, that's some bullshit just to set up a...
all this because... and, like... Is it that or the phone number, or like...
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't even know where my phone number, like, how to get to that through Google Voice. That phone number is from Grand Central before Google Voice bought Grand Central. So
send it to at grandcentral.com address and see who responds. If it's not the mailer demon.
I don't know, man. It was just like, this is some bullshit to set up a YouTube channel. Like, that's a whole lot different than it used to be. It used to be like, here.
Please set up a YouTube channel.
Well, I mean,
before, as possible.
They were just giving it. That's why I have, I have 4 YouTube channels. Because Google Plus. Remember, Google Plus gave you a YouTube channel for every one of your Google accounts.
Yes.
And I was, fortunately, when they were winding down Google Plus, they had a utility that lets you consolidate that. So I was able to consolidate like 4 of the YouTube channels onto one primary account. So when I open up like switch accounts, I have oh, that's not even all of them. I take that back. I have more than 4. I got this shit when I open up YouTube. That's what I fucking see. Like, yeah, just which one do you want to click on? All right. Thank you, Open Titus and Eric Dwam. There. What is this? Might not. Comments and shit. All right. I'm going to go investigate food.
Yes. It's a good time for food.
Sweet. Delicious. Unsuspecting food.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious.
He's got to catch it. Thanks for showing up, hanging out with us. As always, if you're just popping in, you're like, what the hell was this, man? What did I just miss? You missed everything, man. It was glorious.
All of it.
You missed Alan just like mopping the floor with us for like, what, 45 minutes?
Yeah, it's like
Pretty much.
a couple of level 20s showed up to a level 70 fight.
Yeah.
We went out swinging, though. And that's the important part, people. That's the important part. That's what really brings you together, with, plotting to take a motherfucker out.
Yes. The conspiracy,
Yeah.
the hatred,
There you go.
the blood.
Get back to basics. Back to basics. The building blocks of friendship. We're always back doing this on Twitch and YouTube at 8:30.
Yeah. That's usually when we start,
Yeah.
I think.
I'm not going to tell you what day, but
For the pre super show.
Smen's Day.
it's Men's Day. There's nothing stopping us from just adding another fucking day of the week, right? Like days of the week.
Where would you stick it?
Where?
Yeah.
In between Saturday and Sunday. It's
Monday.
I want to have more weekend.
More. Nobody does anything on Sundays. Like, all people do on Sundays is sit around and fucking, don't prepare and dread Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just do nothing and obsess over the fact that you're going to go back to work on Monday.
Jordan Sanda, you started saying something.
No. I got nothing to add.
You love Mondays.
Yes, I'm the anti-Garfield. Mondays, love them. And I love Mondays and I hate lasagna. That's me.
All right. I mean, if it works for you, man, you do you.
I suffer constantly,
Every day's a struggle.
except Monday.
All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your week.
Bye.